So I'm out just catching the last few rays of sun and just watching the sunset over the horizon, and it's something I try to do at least once a day, is get out for the sunrise or the sunset. And hard to capture a great sunset on video camera, but the sun's just set behind the mountain there, and it's just beautiful views across the mountains and then down into the bay. So this is one of my top tips and top remedies for depression is sunshine. Most people don't get enough sunshine these days, and we've been taught through the media and the medical industry, etc., to be afraid of the sun, that the sun is dangerous, the sun gives us cancer and all these sorts of things, which is pretty much a load of rubbish. You know, the sun is really good for us. The sun is our life force. Without the sun, we wouldn't be here. We get so many nutrients from the sun. It boosts. It's so mood enhancing, the sunshine, and of course we don't want to get burnt. We don't want to, getting burnt by anything isn't good for us. So to be burnt is not good. But to get what I recommend is about 30 minutes of sunshine a day. Maybe not when it's completely overhead if you're not used to it, but if you're catching it just before it's setting or just when it's rising, if you're catching 30 minutes of rays every single day, that's going to give you the nutrients that you need, your vitamin D, and also it's just so mood enhancing. You get so much from the sun. So in a society today where we spend our time in buildings, in office blocks, in houses all the time, and we don't get much sunshine, then when we do go out in the sunshine, we end up putting on this factor 30 sunscreen, so we actually reflect all the sunshine away from us, and put these harsh chemicals into our body, which then adds to the depressed feeling in ourselves. Then we are going against nature. We're going against nature. So I highly recommend, at least 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I try and get 30 minutes a day in the sunshine. If it's warm enough, I strip down, make sure I get it on my whole body, and so then I know that I'm getting my nutrients, and I know that it's keeping me my mood elevated. I remember when I was in the Royal Marines, we used to spend some winters out in Norway, right up the Arctic Circle, right up the very, very north of Norway, where you're in an Arctic Circle, not that far from the North Pole really. And for the first maybe 6 weeks in the winter, we went there. For the first 6 weeks, I remember just not seeing the sun at all. The sun just didn't rise. During the day for a few hours, it would get a little bit light. You'd see it just below the horizon, kind of like it is now, but not actually rising. And then after 6 weeks, everybody's mood was so down. People were so depressed. People were so down and homesick and getting on each other's nerves, and everyone seemed a bit sedated really. And then suddenly one day the sun just broke through the horizon. It just rose up, and everybody's mood immediately lifted. The whole company's mood. Everybody was on a completely different level again. And that was just lack of sun for 6 weeks, zero sun for 6 weeks, and then suddenly getting that sun, it just lifted everybody up. So definitely top remedy for depression is get some sunshine, get a lot of sunshine, get 30 minutes a day if you can, not when it's high in the sky, but when it's a bit lower. Watch the sunset, watch the sunrise. If you can get your feet in the ground when you're doing it, if it's nice warm, get your feet in the ground so you're getting the earth's energy. You're looking at the sun just when it's rising or just when it's setting, so you can look directly at it. That is also really, really good. That is powerful. You're getting so much powerful energy from the earth and from the sun. You're taking that in, and that is a remedy for many diseases, many ailments. So I know for some people their depression goes a bit deeper than not getting enough sunshine, but for many people it really is just not getting enough sunshine, not getting enough being out in nature, and the seasonal affective disorder, the sad disorder of what we feel like in winter and then what we feel like in summer. There's very few depressed people on the beach in the summer. If you're depressed, you go to the beach in the summer, get your feet in the sand, be in the sunshine, be around the water. Very hard to be depressed when you're doing that. Very hard. You'll meet very few depressed people there. They might go home and then get depressed, but when they're in the sunshine on the beach with the feet in the sand, very hard to get depressed. So great remedy. If you're feeling a bit down, get yourself out in the sunshine, watch some sunsets, get up for the sunrises, powerful energy first thing in the morning. Get your feet in the sand, look at the sun in the morning or in the evening when your feet's on the earth, your bare feet's on the earth, and that is a powerful remedy for depression. So if you didn't see my last video on natural treatment for depression, you can check that out right here. And if you would like to tune in next time, and I will be sharing with you another top tip on how to naturally treat depression. My name is Matthew Armstrong. Tune in next time.